Hey, what's up, guys? Tony here, and I'm bringing you a game of Battlefield Bad Company 2. What's up, Hectic? I got your messages, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to write you back, but I was pretty much stuck in this game, and I think by the time I responded, you had gone offline. But check this out. This says it's an epic fail. I think this is a win. Boom! I died, but I killed a guy. So, I don't know. I think that's kind of a win in my book, because I sacrificed myself for the betterment of the team. And this is a message I'm talking about, Hectic. I got him. Sorry I didn't get a chance to reply. But what I'm going to do, what I've done for this game, because it stretched almost 20 minutes, I took out some of the deaths. Not my deaths. Like, I took out the loading part, because if you guys play Battlefield, you know it takes forever to load back into a game. I took those out. And then I did sort of an only use me blade super fast mode a couple times when it got really, really slow. I think people were leaving the game because we beat these guys handily. It was a good game. And also, like, I'm using the M1 here mainly because I need to level up my assault class. For some of you guys who don't know, I have on my personal account, the one I haven't really played in years now. It feels like forever. I have the game all leveled up except for the recon class, and when I started playing on Why Not the Tiger, you know, and I got people to play with, you know, on the Why Not the Tiger account, I forgot that I didn't even have this account leveled up, so I'm starting over. And so last night I finally got the AUG. It took all night. I played with Topher, Diablo, Jason, Ultimate Ace, and we got me leveled up. You know, it was nice. And also yesterday I played Modern Warfare 2, and I got so disgusted playing it. I wanted to get up to level 25 on the PlayStation, or no, I want to get level 25 on the Xbox, and then go do it on the PlayStation, because I had something go wrong with my HD PVR. Like, it didn't process the video properly, and it looked really shitty. So I lost that footage for the level 20 stuff for the Xbox. So I was gonna, like, okay, I'll do the Road to Modern Warfare 3, live commentary of the thing, and do it at 25. So that's kind of my plan. But I got up to like almost 25, and I was getting tubed, and I was there was one-man army things going on. Of course, there was commando knifing. And this is what I was talking about, Topher, in that comment section, switching to your sidearm and taking those guys out. I don't know. I mean, it's not natural for a Call of Duty player to do that because you got Sleight of Hand Pro. And anyways, but it's some trick you'll have to pick up on. But anyways, yeah, I got kind of tired of that. And I don't know if I'm going to give up on the series because I'm really bad about continuing a series all the way until its end. But, God, it was so frustrating. Like, I had a couple of really good games. Well, I was playing earlier, I think because I played it a lot and I kind of got the feeling of it going on. But for the most part, yeah, the game just, God, it's so awful sometimes. It really is. But I want to talk about a couple things. One thing, I'm going to probably title this video like Ignorance is Bliss or some shit like that. But really, it kind of falls into this category of, like, not in a dumb way, like ignorance is bliss, like don't, but anyways, it's just like sometimes it's better not to know stuff. Now here's the first case. Well, actually, let me tell you about this one. I had my summer season started, so I got baseball back in my life now, and today, we were like almost 4 weeks off of our last season, so we're a little bit rusty. Our shortstop wasn't there today. I was playing short today, something I don't normally do. And I think I made like 3 errors, It was an ugly day. And then, I went 0 for 4 at the plate. And it just wasn't a good day for me. I need to, I'm the kind of player I need to, like, get back into it and, like, start working on it. Go to the batting cages, hit off the tee, take some ground balls. And it didn't really help that our softball season had long ended, probably 2-3 weeks before our baseball season ended. So I was going about 5 weeks, of absolute nothing, Well, I guess that's not true. I had a couple weeks of no softball, which usually helps because, I take ground balls, you hit, the mechanics are there, different pitch, but anyways, the mechanics are all there. But this guy, Ted, he's our catcher. This guy, well, last season we kind of joked he was a hobo because he looked like a hobo. And here's what's funny about Ted is that he's the kind of guy who can fall out of bed and hit. And I'm not saying like he's a stellar hitter, like he's, a natural. But he's got this sort of ignorance is bliss sort of mentality because here's the case in point. It was the top of the 6th, I think it was. And he is catching bullpen, and he's up. And the umpire's like, on deck batter, or batter up, something like that. Anyways, oh, here's another me going to town with the C4. I don't die this time. I was kind of surprised because I was far closer to this one than I was the other one. But anyways, Ted's like, somebody like, oh, because I was on deck. I was hitting the 2-hole today. And, Ted's like, oh, shit, I'm up. And he's got to take his shin guards off, takes his mask off, grabs a helmet, puts the helmet on, grabs a bat, just random bat, goes up there. First pitch he sees is a fastball down the middle and lines it right back up the middle. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Did he just, like, actually do that? And then I go, and I think I ground into a fielder's choice, basically. But I think I saw, like, 3 or 4 pitches. Anyways, it's just this idea. It's just, like, that's the way this guy is. He could fall out of bed, disheveled, crazy, unshaven, hobo-like, and play well. And so it's just sort of like ignorance is bliss, meaning for baseball, it's just like you don't think about what pitches are being thrown to you. You just sort of see ball, hit ball, grip it and rip it, as the term is. And it's impressive, The other sort of ignorance is bliss came last night. I called my aunt. My aunt is a nurse. She's been a nurse for like 30 years now. I can't believe this. Oh no, it's not this guy. I get blown away by a guy who's running at me with the UMP. It might be coming up soon. But anyways, my aunt's a nurse. She's been a nurse for 30 years, just about. And I called her and I inquired about Elizabeth's aunt who passed away. And I said, hey, because I found out that she had some surgery. But it was elective surgery, so it's not like it was life-threatening. It was just sort of some elective surgery. Anyways, so the point is, and I asked her about this. I'm like, hey, is there any sort of way, and this is just information I had found yesterday, is there any way that if you have sort of this elective surgery done, it could lead to death? And she goes, well, oh yeah, anytime you have surgery, you can die from it. And then she started listing out the ways you can die from this scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh man, you seriously? But here's what's great about Battlefield. Because they were up there and they were camping that shit out pretty hard, and there are 2 medics that can keep reviving each other, we're just like, well, let's just blow them up. Why the hell not? So we took down the house, and that's what we're about to do. But yeah, my aunt goes and she rattles off like the different ways that you can die because of surgery. And most of it has to do with like if you've got pre-existing conditions like heart conditions or maybe liver failure and you just don't know it. Anyways, those. The ones that scared me though were the ones that she said, well, if you have like thick blood or some shit, I can't remember exactly what the medical term is. Excuse me. But if you have like this thick blood, you're lying on your back, what happens is your blood begins to clot because it's not really, you're not moving your muscles, you're not moving your legs, you're just lying there for, if it's like a long 8 to 10 hour surgery. And so anyways, I'm like, okay. I'm thinking like, well, we sleep for like 8 hours. Some people do, and we don't ever have anything because basically what happens is that blood clot will form somewhere in your body, and when you start getting up and moving, that clot moves and it can go into your brain, it can go into your lungs, it can cause all sorts of problems. And I don't know if that's the case with Elizabeth's aunt or not, but the thing though is this, oh, that's the death I was talking about. Anyways, I'm just like, what? And then she goes on, and this is kind of what sucks about having a nurse for an aunt. It's great because like I can ask her all sorts of medical questions if I'm not feeling well, but what sucks though is she starts going on about, oh yeah, even when you're traveling, if you're on a flight to Europe, say, people have died because they'll be sitting for 12 hours. They'll get up, they'll go to their hotel room, and they'll have formed a blood clot in their leg because the blood's not circulating. And they'll go to their hotel room and they'll die. It's happened. I was like, you serious? It's scary. And so she's like, oh yeah, when you go to Europe, I told her about that. She's like, yeah, make sure you get up, walk around like once every hour. Take some baby aspirin for like 2 weeks before your trip to like thin out your blood. And then she's like, give me all the advice what to do. And then she's like, well, you're a young guy. You really don't have to. You'll be fine. But it's just like, oh my God, I could have totally done without that, you know, because now I'm like, wow, traveling is dangerous. You could die from traveling. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that before, but God, there's just some things I don't want to know. And I don't know if I said this or not before, but when I was in Boston at Logan International Airport and I was leaving Boston, it's another little ignorance is bliss. And here's another little nice two-piece I get here with switching to your pistol, Topher. But when I was at the airport, I was getting ready to leave. They have in the terminal, they have a gigantic TV, you know, and it showed it's on Fox News, and it's showing this Air France near collision with an American Airlines aircraft on the runway. I'm flying American Airlines, so I'm like, I'm not really one for censorship, but I'm going, you know, if there's anything that should be censored, it probably should be a near ground collision, especially if I'm about to board an aircraft flown by an American Airlines pilot. But yeah, so anyways, oh, here's the super fast mode. It gets kind of boring. But anyways, yeah, so what happens is that we are actually taking off. We're taxiing and we're getting ready to take off. And suddenly the pilot hits the brakes. And I find out from someone near a window because a plane was coming. A plane was taxiing in front of us. And basically there were two aircraft going into the same space at the same time. And I'm like, wow, I really could have done without like seeing that on TV, and then I get to experience it in real life. So anyways, yeah, so ignorance is bliss. I'll be honest about that. I don't want to know about some of this shit. You know, it's better not knowing, because like the more you know, sometimes it's not. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, but anyways, yeah, gosh, I can't believe that crap. So, but anyways, let me switch topics here. I want to talk about Topher. I want to talk about him specifically because he's a Call of Duty guy, and he just discovered the world that is Battlefield. And I've been playing Battlefield Bad Company 2 since it came out, to be honest. I played Battlefield 2 on my PC years ago. I love Battlefield. My biggest bitch about Battlefield 2 are shotguns and bushwookies, and yeah, if they could do something about that. I mean, there's snipers. They really have like a use in this game. It's not for people going around quick scoping. Now, I imagine you could quick scope with some of those semi-automatic rifles, but if you're going to use like the M24, you're really not going to be too successful. Anyways, yeah, hopefully they take out the shotguns, or at least the slugs, because you can snipe pretty much with the slugs, and Veggie will attest to that. He sniped with slugs, you know, shotguns with the slugs. Yeah, but they're so just, I hate to use the word overpowered, because every time I hear someone use it, it makes it sound like a whiny little kid. It's like, it's overpowered. No, I don't want to say it's overpowered, but it's like any video game. You know, there's certain distances that rifles will beat a shotgun, and a shotgun will beat an assault rifle, even though like you're shooting first, like I did last night with an AUG, and I got killed with a shotgun. This is me being stupid. Can't seem to figure out how to get out of the house. But the reason why I'm bringing up Topher is because he's recently discovered Battlefield, and it's nice to see that sort of first-person shooter variety. I think we kind of get caught up in the whole like, well, it's COD only, and people just dismiss games like Battlefield because you don't get the same gaming experience. I'll be honest, like I love Call of Duty, and I really love Battlefield, just because it brings me something different. Here's another super fast mode for you. If you're gonna be like only using me blade. But anyways, yeah, you get something different from it, and the biggest thing is the destructible buildings, bullet drop. You can, you know, the bad thing is that people drive the helicopters obnoxiously, flying them in circles. They don't have weapons that lock on. So there's a whole host of things that I think could be or should be changed for Battlefield 3, like anti-aircraft weapons that'll lock on and destroy helicopters. And of course, people think those are overpowered, but right now you could really just rape with a helicopter if people aren't paying. This is okay. I know you can't shoot and hurt tanks, but I shot this guy so I could give Diablo time to put C4 on it, and just good teamwork we had going on here. And that's what I was just watching Topher's video, talking about how the experience he's getting, it's like good teamwork, and he's having a lot of fun playing this game because maybe it's new. I mean, it's not really the smoothest game. Like, you just saw me throw the ammo pack down, and then it sort of like fell down, and I threw it again. Navigating through doors and going upstairs and ladders it can be quite painful at times. So I mean, it has its drawbacks, But overall, you know, it's a good game. It just had, and this guy is a friggin' Houdini. I had no idea where the hell this guy went. And then I couldn't kill him. But what was I saying? I totally lost track. Oh, anyway, so yeah, so it's just a different experience, and it's a good game. So if you guys have never played it, maybe you should give it a try. I mean, I really do love this game. It's just no one ever plays it. You know, they're always playing Call of Duty or something like that. But anyways, before this video wraps up, I want to go ahead, and I didn't get a chance to do it. I wanted to do it the first part of the video. I want to thank you guys for all your nice comments on my video that I put up, and thank you for your advice. You know, I actually had the conversation with Elizabeth not 10 minutes before I started this commentary. You know, it was a good conversation. She was able to open up like I figured she would, and you know, I was pretty much gave her everything that I would she expects of me as a good friend. So it was a good conversation. The thing that she was sort of debating about, and that's one of the reasons why she wanted to talk to me, is that she didn't know if she was going to be coming home for the services. She didn't do that when her grandfather passed away because it was very expected. You know, like I said in the commentary, and with this death, it was not expected, and it's very sudden. And I really think because they have a lot of closeness in their family, and I told her, and she already knew. She already made up her mind that she was coming home. That's like, if you were unsure, I would have told you to come home because your family is very, very close. So, anyways, guys, sorry this is kind of a long commentary. Sorry I kind of like get a little lost in there a little bit because it is kind of long. But yeah, Battlefield, love it. I might post more Battlefield, depends on like what the reception is. I know I'm kind of like a Call of Duty, baseball, and maybe Gran Turismo 5 channel. I don't know. I post what I like. Anyways, I go 23-5. I'm not bragging, but I do. It's 23-5. And this is just me, like, you know, showing you guys what it is I need to do, and here's how the rest of the guys stacked up. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing, and I'll talk to you later.